It's October the 5th. It's noon, 2016. And I just want to show some of the orbs on the power cable. The way they're set up. Okay, that power cable leads to a large power cable post, hundreds of feet high. And that was right at somebody's home. But this is the large post, and you can see orbs on here already. They're using all the wires and the whole thing. So they're not visible on top to the camera, but you could be sure that they're there. Just that the camera is not picking them up. But you could see them all along. You see that one shoot by? And that went to land. The ground is right there. See how fast they can come in for a landing? I don't think any birds can do a kamikaze dive like that and survive the landing. You can see over here that they're active, draining all our power supply. So this is right at the bottom of that power pole. And there are cables running from there. You can see the cable right there. It's running through all of these. Look how active they are. That was made by accident, but see how active they are? They're just draining all the power right from our power supply. The major distribution post right there, the big one, that's high voltage. And look how much energy they're taking. And just spreading it around like all of these are all just orbs all over in the trees and all along the ground and everything, mainly in the trees, but they're all over the ground as well. How they know I'm talking about them, they stop right away. I'm gonna get my bearings here. Okay, there's what the big picture looks like. See all the orbs all around that big power, power post. Okay, that's high voltage. At night I shoot them over here on this, and it goes like right across this entire area. It's like miles of high tension and high power wires. So this is where I shot them before. I'm limited by buildings, but it goes on for miles. That cable line. There's a bunch of cable lines actually. Maybe 5 or 6 cable lines, one on top of the other. But there's a lot of them down lower that go right through the trees. And they lead right to this big thing. To that big post. And look at the bottom. How they, I don't know if that's a home or what, but they're all around there, and they're on this wire. See, it's full of orbs. And they're just like using all our power. Look how active they are. I'll just leave it alone so that you can see the activity, so that I don't shake the camera. But you can see their vibration frequency increasing. That's because they're just charging more and more. And they're conserving this charge. They're like batteries, they can store up a lot of energy. And I don't think there's any limit to how much energy each one of them can store. But they're using it to reproduce, and they do it in a bunch of different ways by just sort of making copies of themselves in one form or another. There's they can actually breed naturally, or they can clone, or they can make copies of themselves, all kinds of ways. The bottom line is they're just making more of themselves, and their energy level and their vibrations frequency and even the velocity of their spin, those are all clusters. They're all spinning counter-clockwise, faster and faster, and vibrating higher and higher. So they're bringing up the vibrations frequency of that entire area, because there's so many of them, not just in the trees and on the ground, but in the air, because that's where they eventually wind up. But they're in the water as well. So all these orbs vibrating like this and spinning so fast, and that's causing like friction in the air, and it's giving off heat, and this is causing like a warming of this entire area, so it always looks like it's foggy. Every day, no matter how sunny it is, if there's not even a cloud like in the sky, like today there's very few clouds, the entire area always looks foggy. And that's because they're just heating up everything, and that's releasing steam and causing fog on the ground and over the trees and in the air itself. So there's just more and more of them. And I can't, say enough about like how many more of them there are every day, and they're just like not hiding or anything. They used to be looking green like the leaves and things like that. Now they don't even care. They're just, I guess they're so energized they can't even disguise themselves any longer because they're just glowing. And they're not, I don't think they're even interested in hiding the fact that their, presence on our planet is, evident. This is the higher up from where I was before. But no matter where I go, with the camera, it's all the same. And I wish people would start listening to me and be conscious of this thing. Because this isn't normal for our planet. How many of these things can the planet take? Because their reproduction cycle is so fast, you can't even see them replicate each other. They're producing each other at such a high speed and at such a huge rate that you don't even see them being duplicated, because it all happens so fast, faster than what your eyes can see. Even the camera can't see it, and it's rolling faster than normal. I'm shooting now at a higher speed than 30 frames per second, just to capture them moving. Because I don't know if I could show this at 30 frames per second. Okay, so this means that the whole video is actually slowed down. This actually is happening faster than what you're looking at on the video. So it's happening even faster than what it appears to be. All this vibration and the blinking and everything. Okay, it's happening even faster than what you're seeing. Okay. Right, you can see that they're just super fast. And these are intelligent organisms. They may be energy organisms, but they're really able to change into physical form, just like that. 1 second they could be like an orb like that, next second they could be something else that's in a physical form. And it could be any kind of a physical form. There's no limit to what form they can take. And if they all get together, they can take a large physical form. When they cluster up, there's no limit to how large it can be, because the whole area there, this whole area there, even more, is just all them. So, the form could be as large as the whole city if they all cluster up together into just one entity. And that's what the problem is. And they're smart. Just to be here, nobody even caring enough to bother, with even observing this when you show them a video is very strange to me, that people are ignoring it like it's gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. It's just gonna get worse. And I don't know how many of them are on our planet, but they're increasing the chances of global warming because they're heating up the planet by just their activity. They don't have to do anything else except do this, and they're gonna like put that global warming issue in fast forward, and I mean it, because all this activity, is bound to result in or translate into heat, because they're taking electricity from our power grid and using it for this purpose of their own reproduction and of their own sustenance, almost like food. And just look how active they are. And this is just one little spot. This is every place in this city, every place. I've shown it all over in every area of the city, regardless of where the area was. And the situation is getting a lot worse. Day by day, minute by minute actually, is getting a lot worse. Because these things can produce thousands, like each one of those clusters can produce thousands in a minute. Thousands of orbs, maybe more. I don't know exactly how many, but it happens so fast you can't even see him doing it. I'd have to really put this into slow motion to see that. But whether I have it in slow motion or regular motion, I mean, this should make you concerned about why are these alien organisms on our planet? They don't belong here. I mean, that should be the concern. And why are we not paying attention and allowing this to happen? One day, very soon, it's going to be too late to do anything, and we won't be able to stop it, because they're already charged up from our own power grid enough that they've become very, very powerful. They're storing up all this energy. What are they going to do with it? I mean, what's the purpose of storing up so much energy? And who's paying for all of this? You don't have to guess very hard. Who's paying for all this energy that they're taking off the power grid? It's the consumers. Who else is going to pay for it? Certainly not the company. Okay? So this should concern everyone. Okay? This shouldn't be going on, and it must be, someone who's running a power company must be aware of this, and it's just being pushed under the rug and ignored. But that kind of, behavior is really silly, because if you ignore this, you're jeopardizing everyone. And this has to be confronted. It has to be stopped. And the time is running out. Okay, the time is running out to be able to do anything about it, because this gives you an idea what it's like all over. It's just one little spot. Okay, the entire area there is full of all those trees and everything. Just full of them. It's like a plague. Okay, it's gonna be the worst plague that I can imagine when these things start getting loose. And it's almost like someone is terraforming our planet to their needs, because maybe these aren't the alien organisms that are the actual alien organisms in control. It could have been some other alien type entities that have dropped these down here. Just like we were going to terraform Mars, they could be doing it already here on Earth and changing everything. And what better way to do it than to change the natural environment? I mean, that's very effective. Take away the trees, you take away all the oxygen. It affects everything. It will affect everything on our planet once the trees are gone. And these things are doing a good job at just eating them all up, and replacing them with themselves and pretending to be the trees. At least that's what I see. I don't know what you see there, but I see a lot of alien organisms in a high activity state. And they're right next to our power grid up here, and even on it. So you can see that they're on it, but they know I'm filming them. They're not stupid, so they're not going to show themselves as well as before. But before I caught them unawares, and we were able to see the orbs on there. They're still there. They're just in an invisible or transparent state. Okay, they didn't go anywhere. They're all over those wires. You see how many wires there are? These are high power cables, and they go like the length of that entire area. And I filmed them there at night a few times already. And they're there now, but the camera is not going to pick that up because they're in a transparent mode. Okay. So the camera can pick them up against the darker background, like down here. Okay. Because it needs contrast to pick them up. Those are supposed to be trees. Okay, that's what those are supposed to be. And that's somebody's house right there. And these are power cables. Look at the way they're glowing. That's a power cable glowing like that. And they're all over it. Yeah, you just follow that power cable. And they're all over it. Look. That is somebody's home. And that's a chimney. And what happens right above the home? Them. Look how many of them there are. So, I don't know. It's going to be hard to get rid of them. They're right amongst us. I mean, right amongst us. I don't know how we're going to get rid of them. They're in such close proximity. That's how smart they are. They move right in close to people. It's going to be really hard to get rid of them, if at all possible. But you just follow that line right into the trees, look. Yeah. This is all them. They just look like they're leaves. But all the trees are just saturated. I don't even know if they're trees anymore. It's just them. Look. You know, it makes you wonder, are there any trees left? That's what I'm wondering. Because all this is just a hologram of trees. Okay. I don't know how you can call those trees that do that. This is right amongst homes. Look. Look at this. It's right by the power cable right there. See the power cable? Look at them all. And it's right next to somebody's house. So, wow, see that one fly? And the air is just full of these things all over. So that's what I'm talking about. And that kind of stuff. Look how big that thing is, where they are. And that's the whole top of a tree. And that's somebody's house right below it. See how they changed as soon as I said that? That shows you how smart they are. See how now they look like leaves on a regular tree? These things are like absolutely super intelligent. See how they stopped everything? Look. The only ones that are left are the ones that power the whole thing up. Right on the cable. They have to be there because it's too much trouble to restart. Okay, those have to be there. They're already set up. Now you see, watch. They're gonna wait to make sure I'm not filming the top, and then they'll start up again. There, you see, and they don't expect me. They're right there. So, how smart is that? Okay, I say that's pretty smart. So it's like playing chess with these things. Okay, you have to outthink them. Okay, because they're not infallible. They may be, super intelligent, but they're not infallible. You can outthink them and beat them at their own game. Okay. Nothing is perfect, and they're not perfect. They may be super intelligent, but they're not perfect. And they're not infallible. And they know it. Okay. You just have to be smarter than they are, that's all. And it's a very simple solution. You have to be smarter than they are. Because they're not infallible. The problem is there's just so many of them already here. And we allowed that to happen by not doing anything and ignoring it and telling people who were seeing them that they were crazy and calling things like this ball lightning. They got people on the payroll denying these things. And they're going to turn on us. They're just waiting for the time when they're ready. And just preparing. Okay. This is not ball lightning. It's alien. That's what it is. It's alien, intelligent energy organisms. Okay. And they can fly. Yeah. They could do a lot of things and a lot of damage. And they will. If we just keep ignoring them, they will. Okay, that's my 33 minutes. That's it. Thank you.